to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Tyquan Thornton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Raiders at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this, too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way that they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Here we go.
3rd and 3.
Hey, come on.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Jones on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Jerron Bentley there to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, an 18-yard touchdown play. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back, and they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
21. Here we go. Come on, fellas. Here we go. Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He lets it go deep from there. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
21. 11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Hey, go.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Garoppolo now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo. He gets this to Davante Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 65, 65. 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Put that jersey on. What does this even have to happen?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Thank you. Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jones looking to change the play. Jones off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm. backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Houston. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's got space past the 25, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 54 yards.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This could be it. This could be the turning point.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Jones not quite the boost to the pass rush the Raiders hoped he'd be. Only 4.5 sacks in 2022. Still, he was a Pro Bowler in 2021, so plenty of hope that there's some playmaker left in one of the league's active sack leaders.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing Jones. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Wilson showing there that he has a chance to be an incredible pass rusher and still only scratching the surface of his potential. It's all about bringing him along right and helping him grow early in his career.
Now Jones. Under pressure, they got him again.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Garoppolo on first down. And now here is another interception. It's Marte Mapu, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Jones going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Tyquan Thornton with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was good.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 20.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away.
Turns into a nice play.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,
Run it back. Yeah. Run it back. 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 Run it back.